It's the fall and we're going to make elderberry syrup. We make it every year for our kids to have during the winter season, and we have access to local elderberries that are fresh, and we've picked some of those. You can use frozen elderberry or dried elderberry, and you can buy your frozen in your health food store. Amazon sells dried elderberries, which work great as well. Daniel's done a little bit of research for elderberry syrup, and what did you find?
It boosts the immune system, and it fights bacterial infections, and it's high in A, B, C vitamins, also high in antioxidants.
Yeah, so it's really good for your immunity, and every day we give the kids a teaspoonful just to build up their immunity over winter and fight off colds, things like that. So we have 1.5 cups of fresh elderberry that we picked. And this is what it looks like fresh on the tree. It grows in a bunch like this. So there's plenty of black berries out there, and some of them are not good for us. A lot of them are just good for the bears. So either buy frozen or dried, and unless you know what you're really looking for, you can pick fresh. Now we're going to start, Danny, what are we going to do? We're going to grab our pot, and we're going to add our 1.5 cups of fresh elderberries.
Add 3.5 cups of water. 2 tablespoons of fresh grated ginger. 1 teaspoon of whole cloves. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to turn it to a low simmer to reduce the liquid by half.
We reduce the elderberry liquid by half, and now we're going to strain it. You can use a strainer or a cheesecloth. We're going to use our cheesecloth bag. We just place that over the bowl, and we're just going to tip our liquid in and strain the elderberries out. Now you want to make sure that you get to squeeze all the juice out of the elderberries. And we're going to just take that and let it sit in the bowl so we can get all the liquid out of it. Now we're taking 1 cup of raw honey. It's unpurified honey, so it's raw, so it's still got all its properties and all the health benefits. We're going to just mix that into our reduced berry mix, and that's what will also give the syrup its consistency and its sweetness. So we need to squeeze the juice out, and like I said, you need to make the elderberry syrup cool down, because even when you're adding the raw honey, you don't want to add the raw honey to a hot boiling elderberry syrup, because otherwise the properties from the honey will break down and you'll basically destroy them. So make sure it's all cooled down and it's okay to handle. So we're just going to add our remaining liquid that we're getting out of here. Daniel's been slowly whisking the honey in just to incorporate the honey. It may take a little while for the honey to incorporate into the liquid to make it nice and syrupy, and of course when it cools down it'll thicken up even more. Our mixture is made 2.5 cups of elderberry syrup. I think Daniel likes it. You want to try it?
It's good.
It is good. And Daniel, he usually has a teaspoon in the morning before school or before bed at night. You can refrigerate that in your whatever preserving jar or container you want to keep it in, preferably a glass jar, and it'll stay in your refrigerator for up to 2 months.